us. We are also available in Facebook and YouTube. Our Facebook page is Pure Africa TV, and our YouTube channels are Pure Africa TV and Koima of Pure Africa. Welcome and be with us. Today we are at Tarang'Anya Boys High School, and we are going to discuss the topic millennial teens vis-a-vis education. We are going to look at the attitudes, the way the teens of nowadays view education. Boys from Tarang'Anya High School, are you ready for the program?
Yes!
Can you give a round of applause to our viewers, please? Very good. I'm going to introduce my guests so that we can continue. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You can start us off. Mwalimu, please.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Samuel Makere from Tarang'Anya Boys High School. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, the viewers across the world, and guests, and even our students. I say this time, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome all of you to this Pure African TV, where we want to discuss a substantial topic that is a hot deal, not only in Africa, but across the world. Welcome, and I know we shall move well.
Kindly introduce yourself.
Yes. Our viewers, our students, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Elizabeth Chacha from Koima High School. I believe that as we discuss this, it's really going to go the whole way to help us so that we can have our teams that are able to fit in the present society and also fulfill their destiny. God bless you.
Thank you.
I'm Frank Okeke, the parent Julia. Welcome to be with us in this program, and I think it will come out wonderful.
Thank you very much, students and my guests. So we are going direct to the topic of the day. Last week, a number of issues came up. One of them was lack of proper guidance and counseling in schools, punishments, and lack of religious values. So I am going to start with you, Madam Elizabeth from Moinya Bohanse. You're in charge of the guidance and counseling department. So what is it that is not happening in schools? Maybe that the guidance and counseling department is doing, or maybe what is it that is doing to ensure that we've got boys of character?
Thank you very much, ma'am. The challenge that I've seen is the issue of the syllabus coverage, where we stress it so much, and therefore the academic departments are so much stressed, so that the guidance and counseling in the present time, when we're really competing to have our mean as schools, the guidance and counseling is being given a very short time for those activities. Sometimes you find that even when you are reporting, I'm not specifically talking about my school, I'm just talking generally. When you are reporting, like now you have a meeting, departments are reporting, guidance and counseling sometimes is neglected. So right from there, it is not being brought out, as it's not being given time. So, or enough time like before, as we are now really into the issue of making our means. So I think that is one of the areas that is really affecting the guidance and counseling issue. Yes.
Thank you so much, Madam. So maybe we can also get from the students. Students, do you feel like in schools, guidance and counseling is given priority, or do you also feel that it is only the academic part that is being given so much emphasis in such a way that your psychosocial issues are not properly taken care of? I don't know who can talk about that. On guidance and counseling? Yeah, stand up, then be audible enough.
All protocols from SAB. I'm Nelson Gocho from Pigly. I'd like to say that 90% of academics are taken in school. So you find that guiding and counseling is not, it takes only 10%, at least 10%. So it becomes low. So you find that the students they are much considerate in academics. That you find on the other parts they are affected in guiding and counseling. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we are all in agreement about that. Another issue was on punishments. Students feel that the punishments sometimes go beyond what it should be. So, Mr. Kuria, could you give us something a little bit about punishments, and maybe you talk to our boys so that they can be able to view punishment positively, because they are very, very negative about it.
Okay, one thing I would like to talk like now, let me take myself as a student. Sometimes you find yourself, like last time we talked like some mathematics assignment that you've been given. Now you have not finished the assignment. No, you are supposed to be punished by the mathematics teacher. But coming because you have graduated English teacher, he came in and then he started punishing you. So in that scenario, you find that student has already created that enmity with your teacher. So even in academics, you can't find just concentrating on the academic. So another thing is when you find like the student himself anaona like ni kama shule inamuonea peke yake. So like yuko peke yake. So every time akija classroom, punishment si lazima akuwe amechapwa, but hata ile kunenea kuongeleshwa kwa mwanafunzi, the words come from the teacher, inakuwa punishment kubwa sana. So hata kama anashindwa maths, hawezi comfort mwalimu amwambie hii maths inashinda. Mwalimu atamwambia always unakuanga danda. So first time I think walimu wanaweza kuwa wanaangalia punishment wanazapatia wanafunzi in a way that inaweza accommodate wote. Yes, tunakuchapwa ndio usonge mbele, but unamchapa in which way? Then kila siku ama ukishamchapa unamwambia enda class ama unamkatisha chini, unamwambia now let's do this. If you change this and this and this, utakuwa the best. So I think teachers sometimes they fail. When they give punishments, our consult mwanafunzi baadaye eti wamwambie nao sasa nilikuchapa, sasa tufanye hivi next time usikuchape. But unachapa na unakimbia class na unasaulika. So next time tena ukipata unachapwa. So mwanafunzi anajua anytime I fail ni kuchapwa. But hakuna guidance inayopatiwa after kuchapwa na ni nini anafaa kufanya. Another thing ni kwa parents. Like when they give punishment to the students, sometimes unapata mwanafunzi, mwalimu mzazi anaitwa shuleni. Mtoto wake labda amekutwa na simu shule, but ana assume like haizi ongea na mwanafunzi. So anacheka kila kitu mwalimu. So mwalimu atamgonga na atamwacha, but mtoto atakuwa na ile kitu like mzazi aliniwarn kitu fulani usifanye. I think pia wazazi tunafail hapo.
Sawa. Thank you very much. Mr. Yeveti, what is your take? Shortly, please.
Thank you so much. As I said, I'm called Mr. Japheth Yaveti, a teacher of this school, Tarang'Anya Boys High School. And my take to how these millennial teens vis-a-vis education, this is my perception. As I said last time, that this is a generation that has been totally immersed in technology. Because a lot of students, they need shortcuts and everything. Not only students, madam, even including parents. And if you remember my points, I said that the current generation somehow they are very lazy, they are very soft. Their parents have failed to raise them up, to guide them. They don't have time for them, especially for single mothers or single fathers students. So they fail. But I'm feeling this, that what happens mostly, it is about character. Most of the students, they fail in academics because of the character they have, the moral values. And as I normally quote my words, that education gives someone power, but respect will give you character. So if you are clever but you don't have moral values, good characters, I think you'll be nobody. My advice to the parents across the world is that parents, please have time with your children, guide your children, guide your students. Tell them what is right and what is wrong. Don't smile to a student coming at midnight at home. From where? When he comes now to school, he experiences a lot of problems. Lastly, I'm feeling to advise maybe my point of view to the Minister of Education that if it is possible, the Minister of Education can roll out a program whereby it can have a mentorship to parents on how, or especially for guiding and counseling at home, so that once the children are at home, they can be guided, they can be shown the right ways to go, and then we shall have good boys and girls, not only in Africa but across the world. Thank you, madam.
What you're saying is that parents be educated on how to raise their kids well, so that when they come to school,
Yes.
the student can see the similarity.
Yes.
The student can say, so at home it is this way, it is also the same here in school.
Yeah.
And by doing that, the student will find it worthwhile being in school. Thank you very much. I am going to give you time, Mr. Mekere. So let us go back to the students. We want to get your views. You yourselves, what is it that you find uncomfortable within school? Can we have 2 or 3 boys?
Wanafunzi, walimu wenzangu, walimu wote, na wasalimu alaikum. Kwanza nimependa kuongelea kuhusu wazazi pale nyumbani. Utapata mzazi nyumbani anatumia vileo, hasa pombe, sigara, bangi, na ana mwanafunzi pia nyumbani. Sasa pale nyumbani unapata hakuna uelewano kati ya mzazi na mwanafunzi, na pale anapomleta shuleni hata jali maslahi yake kwamba mwanafunzi anafanya nini shuleni. Mwanafunzi pia anapofika shuleni unapata nyumbani hajafundishwa adabu, na sasa inapelekea pale na ambapo anawakosea hata walimu wake heshima. Inaleta kwamba wanapata wanafurugana na walimu, kutoelewana mpaka hata na wanafunzi wenzake. Sasa inaleta kutoelewana. Kwa upande wa walimu nao kuna vile na ambavyo wakati mwingine wanakosea pia wanafunzi. Tunampata mwalimu ameingia darasani, wakati hatujafanya jambo fulani. Unajua kuna wale wanafunzi hata ukimfanyia mzaha anachukulia kwamba huyu mwalimu amenifanyia vibaya. Kuna mwanafunzi mwalimu ameingia darasani, anaanza tu kukuchapa, na wakati unajua tu kwamba hujafanya kitu chochote. Sasa inapelekea mwanafunzi kumchukulia mwalimu vibaya. Pia mwalimu pia anapofundisha, kuna vile na ambavyo mwanafunzi labda hata kuwa anafurahishwa na chenye na ambacho unafundisha. Kwa hivyo inapelekea kwamba anaogopa pia kukuuliza, nawe pia unapokuwa unamchapa anashindwa venye atakueleza shida yake kwa wapi. Kwa hivyo ningependa walimu na wazazi kwa pamoja wafike karibu ili kuwasaidia wanafunzi, ili kuwaelewesha pale na ambapo hawaelewi. Hao ndio machache na ambao ningeelimisha wanafunzi wenzangu na ambao wananisikiliza, wazazi na walimu pia. Asanteni.
Asante sana mwanafunzi. Can we have another one? Can we have another student? Yeah, from 2 purple. You there. Salon, not you. The other one. Yeah.
Yes, my name is Benson Chacha, and for me, something that makes people not to like education is that you find that conversation between the parent and the student is not good, or the parent and the teacher. You find that the parent has let his child grow in a way that the child is fearing the parent. When a child wants to make a decision, he wants to ask himself, what about if my parents know? If I am in school, when I want to choose my subjects, I'll have to consult my parents. So they want me to do what they want, not what I want. So that one doesn't make sense. And the teachers, they don't have that good conversation with the pupils. So they make the students to have the grudge with the teachers. So that is what I would like to say.
Thank you very much. Remember to give your name, your class, when you're raising your point.
someone in a society is a learner and maybe has no job. So we students take it that when if we read, it's like a wasted of time. So it's better someone drops out of school and go make money out there, maybe by hustling. So that makes students think that education is not important. So what I think the government should create jobs for the learners so that they may act as a motivation to who are in school. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A very important point there, that these students, they are very, very smart. They can be able to see those who have completed school, and they are seeing, look, this one went up to the university level and has got no job. This one got an A plane, an A minus, a B plus, and has got no job. Your point is very, very valid. One last one from who? Yeah, you there at the very far end there, yeah. Be very, very loud.
Known as Misha Mita. I'm from Kubapo, Tarang'Anya school. What I will say about the problem that nowadays students drop out from school, it is because of peer pressure. Most of the school nowadays, you can say, most of the students, they like to drop out of school because, okay, maybe you can find maybe a parent telling you, somebody somewhere, he dropped out from the school and now he's to drop out from the school because of peer pressure. Want even him to become rich, the way that guy dropped from the school and he's now a rich guy.
Excuse me, can you come up once again?
Okay. My point is this: nowadays students drop out from school because of peer pressure, and that peer pressure, you can find maybe a friend telling you that there is somebody somewhere he dropped from school, and nowadays is a rich person. So you find that guy, you are telling him that he dropped out from school and he want to be rich. So that like that guy who he dropped out from school, and you find him going out from school and come so nothing outside there. That's my point.
Thank you very much. One last point. Yeah, you hear?
To the teachers, students, guests, and viewers, good morning. My name is Kegode Carson from Form 2 Green, a member of Tarang'Anya Boys High School. So I would like to tell all the students that, you see, out there, I know that some of you have girlfriends and all that. I know that love cannot be controlled, but you can just avoid telling her something that will not add value to her life. Just speak to her about education and something that will help her cope with the world and her education very well. You see, when you start telling her that you love her and she agrees on it, then you know you might go on bed with her and she gets pregnant. And no parent will agree to stay with a child who is pregnant. So she'll be sent back to you. So you'll have to be forced to drop out of school so that you can take care of your child, which will mess your life. And so I will also advise the parents to follow all the steps of our children to make sure that they are in the correct place.
Now he's raising another important point, that students of nowadays, as young as you are, you have girlfriends and you also sleep with them. Is it true? Yes. Yes. That would be very, very wrong. Okay, one of our panelists will respond to that. Now, I want to give permission to the teachers to respond. Mr. Makere, I don't know what you can respond to. Which point have you taken? You can respond to any that you taken in. Welcome.
Oh, thank you, Madam Koima. I think there is an important issue as far as guidance and counseling is concerned. Let me talk something small about guiding and then counseling. From the points that have been raised, it is true that parents of today, the Kenyan system, and the society at large are failing. Number one, we are failing to guide these young ones, our children, students at in school, because guiding is showing direction, and we, in most cases, fail to show direction. It has been said that Kenyan system of education and the African at large are so much into academics, but we forget the value, the character of our students, the character of our children, and that is why our students are going astray. If only the government can empower guidance and counseling in every institution, be it at home. I think there is a way through the Ministry of Social Affairs. I think they can come up with such programs like guidance and counseling, maybe through the chiefs or the office of the county or sub-county commissioners, so that these parents are guided on how to raise their children. Number two, counseling. Counseling is bringing deviants to the right direction. It is true that sometimes we teachers fail. A student has committed a wrong, but the way we handle that student, we handle him or her like an animal, as if he doesn't have or she doesn't have a sense of direction. I think there must be a proper way of handling such issues. Number one, I believe in talking to a student. When you talk to these young ones, they are able to listen better than caning or harassing them. I think that is very important. Now, number two, let me come to the point of now role modeling. Someone touched very important issue, role modeling. Maybe teachers and the parents and even people in the society that we look up to are failing these children. You know, as a children, as he grows or she grows up, there must be someone that he or she is looking up to. Maybe a mother. If you ask these boys, who would you want to be like? Someone would maybe take a political viewpoint. Someone will take pure academic. Some would like to be like Dr. So and so. And there is this admired lady called Wangari Maathai. If you ask our ladies, they would tell you that they would want to be like Wangari Maathai because of her achievements. Now, if this girl wants to be like Wangari Maathai, first of all, who is Wangari Maathai? You should talk about Wangari Maathai, what was her education background, achievement, how did she achieve such a feat so that she was called once a professor and she won a Nobel Peace Prize, something like that, so that this person can follow those footsteps. Maybe a student would want to be like maybe a very successful teacher, indeed. And the teachers act as role models. But if this successful teacher is a very, very hostile person, I think this student is going to grow hostility. And in that, this student is going to waste himself, going to go into a waste. And finally, someone has touched on career choice. It is true that sometimes no teacher would want to associate with any failure in a way. So we have very sharp students, but these students maybe we fail to recognize or to identify their careers. Right away, our students even if you may ask some of them, they may not understand what they would want to be in future. A student would want to be a lawyer, but this geography teacher takes away this student from history class. And definitely we know that in law, there is a particular subject, history, very important, is required. Maybe this student wants to be a surveyor, and the history teacher takes him from geography class. So definitely this student is not going to achieve his ambition, is not going to achieve his profession, definitely, and so forth and so on. So it is high time for teachers, parents, to come together to assist these young ones. Because these people, what these boys need is direction and nothing else. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And not only the teacher, even the parents. There are parents who wanted to be doctors, engineers, as that boy mentioned. Now the parent will want you to be the doctor that he was unable to be, or an engineer who he was unable to be. Very, very valid point. So viewers at home, if you're just watching us right now, this is the Purple Love Elimu Talk Show coming to you from Pure Africa TV. This is a program that is aimed at looking into the issues affecting our young people. Our teens require help. We've neglected them. Then at the end of the day, we complain that they are lost. We are the ones who are lost in the first place because we lack to give them guidance and direction. So at this program, we get time to sit down with them, listen to their issues, and I would ask you, viewer at home, to take into consideration what they are saying. Do not look at the students talking when you're like, this one is just saying things that do not make sense. That is where we go wrong. We should listen to each and everything that they are saying, and we should go ahead and try and provide solutions. So we welcome you to be part of this wonderful journey, and today we are with boys from Tarang'Anya Boys High School. Boys, again, can you give a round of applause to viewers who would have just joined us? Thank you very much. So we are going to go to our second speaker, Mr. Yeveti. What do you have?
Thank you so much, Madam Koima, and the rest, the viewers. I just want to respond to one point of one of our boys. One of our boys asked about raised the issue of becoming the father or the mother at an early age. Actually, that is an issue that has affected our students, and the genesis or the foundation, the bone of the contention of this issue is all about the bad companies. It's all about the bad morals. You know, when boys you engage in bad morals, bad companies, automatically you'll admire what you've not reached for. Automatically you admire to be like any other person, and yet you're too young. Some few boys here, when you see yourself as a man because of the two beards that have just popped up here, and then you see you can be a father, you can sweet talk a lady and become your girlfriend, and then you are able even to be children. Let me tell you, life is difficult. Just come slow. Come slow. Your time will reach. The Bible says that usichokoze mapenzi. Madam, sijui kama ushawa. Yani yasemaje, madam? Yasemaje?
Do not arouse
love
yes.
before its time.
Yes.
My boys, you know, ukichokoza mapenzi kabla wakati wake kufika. In English, maybe the viewers who can't hear the Swahili, I can say that if you arouse love before its time, then it will ruin you. That's why, so say if you give out or you give birth to 12 children right now, at your age, what about the age 40 or 36? You'll be living a donkey's life, whereby everything you carry it at your back. And there you won't manage, you'll be a very useless, responsible father. Please calm down and be simple. Don't follow what others are doing. I'll know your neighbor. Yeah, there is a saying that goes that if you want to know me, check my friend whom I'm walking with.
Show me my friend,
Oh,
I tell
yeah,
you.
yeah, you're all right. Show me your friend, and then I will tell you who you are. You are. Assume there is, madam, assume there are good boys here, and then they're walking with maybe people who are taking drugs, like bang, like mbuzi mwizi akitembea na mwizi obvious anakuwa mwizi. So that is what we mean. Obvious ukitembea na mtu mwenye anakuambia kuhusu mambo na wasichana, or I have my darling, I have my sweetheart. Those things will change nowadays to become my show, my everything. Because they were beautiful also. So calm down, boys, and your time will reach, all right? Yes. All right, boys?
Yes.
Yes. So it is just a season, and the season passes. It is your season to be a student. It will reach a season where you'll be a father, or a season where you'll be a mother. So my message to across the world and to my viewers is that let us guide these students from bad morals, bad companies. Let's show them the way forward on how to become responsible parents in the future. Thank you, Madam Koima, for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Madam, what's your take?
Yes, I want to respond to what the young man, one of them, talked about love cannot be controlled. I got that point very much. I just want to tell you that love can be controlled. What cannot be controlled is called infatuation. And that is what you're engaging yourselves in. Infatuation is that kind of feelings that Marim is talking about. You just go like, you're not a human being, like you don't have a mind. You just go engaged in sex, and you ruin yourself and your partner, the person you are doing that with, but that is not love. Love is considerate. If you look at 1 Corinthians 12 or 13.
Yeah, 10,
13.
Yes, love is considerate. Like, you will have to consider education, and that is the way Malim said, it is not at this time. In the book of Ecclesiastes, the Bible is very clear. It says there's time for everything under the sun.
Yes.
So this sex is created by God to be done in its context. Then the context is marriage. And marriage is not in Form 1, Form 2. Marriage is supposed to be done after you have completed the 844 system. We don't want you to come up with another system. The system that God knows and our government is 844. Don't come with 820. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Looking at Form 2 is a different system that even the government is not aware of. Are you getting me, boys, even up to where you are?
Yes.
Those ones at the end, somebody in yellow there is not getting me. Are we together?
Yes.
Okay. There's a reason why I'm laughing about are we together. Please concentrate. I'm repeating my point. There's time for everything under the sun. And it is God who has created us and He has given us these opportunities. So if you interfere with your education at this level from 1 to Form 4, you're not going to fulfill your destiny. So this is a time according to God and the government to study. From 1 to Form 4, you engage in your studies very actively. These girls are going nowhere. They are there. And if you engage here at the level you are with somebody, you'll be engaging with the wrong person. When you go up there, you will discover there was somebody else because your time had not come. So don't engage in that infatuation. What you do, right now study. Those people that you love, they look very nice. God has made them fearfully and wonderfully. Encourage them to study. If you're a good friend to this girl, encourage her to do the correct thing, that is studying at this time. Then when you pass both of you very well, you go up there, you'll discover that you are not even meant to be partners. You find the right partners up there after the last 4. That is 8, then 4, and then 4. So we are in the first 4, isn't it? Let us fulfill it according to God's plan and the government's plan for ourselves, for the sake of those girls who are our friends. Are we together?
Yes.
I want to tell you that in the Bible there were very handsome young men like you who were able to take in studies. It was Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the book of Daniel. You can read that. Even chapter 1 and 2 and know about them. Every other person was also handsome. They were chosen from the same caliber of people. They were all very handsome, like you people. They were all very clever. They were able to take in languages and sciences. That was the requirement. But these young men understood what I'm sharing with you today. They said they are not going to mix themselves up. They were young like you, so you can't say it's because as we are very handsome, as we are young, and Daniel, Shadrach, and Meshach, they were all like you, Madam Elizabeth. They were also very young like you. Are we following? Yes. And then they decided to not to mix themselves. They concentrated on their studies, and the Bible says that at the end they fulfilled their destiny. They became so great, but those who mixed themselves up, they were drinking, they forgot themselves. Remember, these young men were all Israelites. They knew about what is not good and what their God required and what he didn't require. But the others didn't care. But these ones who cared, they became great people. So if you want to be a great person, you don't engage in this infatuation. This is called infatuation. It is destructive. So what you say it can't be controlled is not love. I hope you're getting what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, so you choose. And we are advising you and we are asking you to choose the correct path. Secondly, about the role model, it is true our young people or our children are getting confused because as we are learned, sometimes they see us in government proceedings at the sub-count level, at the county level or national level. They see us fighting even in parliament, throwing words carelessly, fighting with one another. Yet we are learning, we are even those titles, doctor, so and so, even in education or medically, and then we elected you. You go there and you become a wrong role model. You are somebody's parent. You are there abusing one another, exchanging, even sometimes fighting even in the parliament. And we want our children to follow the morals. We are confusing them. Come to the school context, as especially female teachers, sometimes we dress so carelessly, so badly really here, we leave these parts out, these ones, and we are there telling the little girl, your skirt must reach here, it must pass the knee, and yours is here. Sometimes I think we are very unfair. So the issue of role model.
Even including boys, eh? We can
Yes.
have teachers who put on, how do you call them boys?
Pipe.
Pipes, eh?
Yes.
And then he's telling a boy here, why are you putting the pipe and imekufinya?
Yes.
So I think that is the point you're driving
Yes,
from.
yes.
Yeah.
So I said especially, it's all of us, but especially.
Especially,
yes,
all right, yes.
Mostly we are telling our young ones or our teenagers to do something. They're even wondering, they are clever. So they're wondering, Madam, you're on duty maybe and you're checking. And you're saying this and you're not doing it, and they can see it practical. Again, we also have parents who are the same. You dress so carelessly, and you're told like now the male people, including our teenagers, they are attracted by seeing. So when you go exposing your parts, maybe you are a female young teacher, sometimes as you are married, but you are young, you expose yourself, you are going to these young kids, and what are we trying to show them?
Madam, I think there is this cliche going around. My dress, my choice. We want to choose for boys, and yet for the young ones, for our students, and yet they know that my dress, my choice. So, but we want to have our dress for our choices, but them, we want to limit them. I think that is where we are missing.
Yes, so we are confusing our children. So if parents and those of us in leadership, the Bible is clear that leadership comes from God. Let us honor our God. Let us give our children direction as role models.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say.
Thank you very, very much. So, viewers at home, I hope you're listening to what our guests are saying. It is very, very important for us to do as they are talking for the sake of our generation, because if we fail to do that, we are preparing for a generation that is lost. So can you kindly take in whatever they are saying? Teachers, can we listen to what they are saying for the sake of our students? Madam, during our days, I never saw female teachers putting on those very small clothing. I think that is why some of us turned out really very, very well. This is a very, very emotive issue when it comes to teachers, but sincerely speaking, for the sake of our girls, for the sake of our boys, for the sake of our tomorrow, let us amend our ways and come in strongly for this young generation. Mr. Kuria, your chance.
Okay, what I can say, first thing about the mentor and the role model. First thing, when you came in Form 1 as a student, you had a vision and a dream, okay? You wanted to be a doctor. So you waste that chance of taking care of your academic. Then you come to Form 4, you have now a D+. So how can you be a doctor? That dream has gone away, okay? Then your parents struggle, take you on your KMTC, and then the dream of being a doctor is not there, okay? Because you don't have that cluster point to join that medicine. So when you get outside there, and then we know you were very good in primary, you got a good mark in primary, then ukifika huko nje unaona like, so I was supposed to be a doctor. Here comes nimefail Form 4. What should I do? So ukiangalia mentor wako labda yeye alikuwa tu ana joke class, ana joke. Unajua kuna macho wengine wana joking to class. Asomi lakini exam anapita. So you want to be like that person. Eti naonanga Maru anachezanga tu lakini maths akona A plane. But you don't know the time anaamka anasoma. Sasa so another thing, if you want to be a doctor, work with doctors, okay? If you want to be a musician, si unakatembea na musician, ni sawa tu. Bado unaweza imba gospel na ukaendelea tu hivyo. But sometimes unapata watu because anakuangalia the way you dress, the way you are, anaona anatamani kuwa kama huyu, but ajui struggle ambazo huyo mtu amemake. Sasa so wakati ukijua mwalimu kuna struggle ana make ndio afikie avae suti fulani, kuna sehemu alikaa chini akaumia. But sisi tunaona generation tuko nayo sasa because naona life iko smooth, najua after Form 4 ndena ni aso nipate, hata hiyo kuaso hakuna. Sasa so watu wanaenda wanasema kuaso, una aso nini? You don't have capital, hauna connection na job. So utakuwa hapo nje, you have that B+, but the moral uko nayo hakuna mtu anaitamani. Sasa so sometimes unapata mtu amesoma university. Look at the life in university. So many people wako na grade huko nje, wako wametoka university, they have cluster points, lakini wakikuja hapa nje hawapati job. Kwa sababu campus amezoea kukunywa pombe, kuvuta bangi, ana mood ya kufanya kazi na yeye amesoma. So wakati kutoka huko nje, and you find some people wametoka huko nje, labda walikuwa tu campus, they were very neutral. But huko nje wanakuja wanafanya bidii, they have connection with teachers, they have connection with big people, wanakuwa involved kwa sehemu fulani, wanapata kazi. But wakati unajiweka eti mimi ni kijana, my parents have this. Last time I told you, what your parents have sometimes inaweza vanish. Your father could have a V8, inaweza ende crashwe na ishe. Ama amue aende na tafute bibi mwingine Mombasa waishi kule la. Umebaki na hiyo V8 hauna. So you need to look at your life when you start Form 1. Ukifika Form 2, when madam amesema 800, so hiyo imeisha. You are drop out. Sio utasema tunisoma Tarang'anya. You are not even a Tarang'anya community. Hata wewe si member. So kwa sababu ukidrop, umedrop. So it's you to decide what to make. Do you want to make my life better? Do I want to make my life to be worse? It's you to decide what to do. Thank you, madam.
Thank you very much. So I think we can now go back to the students. I'm going to give chances to 2 or 3, a very, very different issue right now, a very, very different point. You, yes, you.
My name is Danfin Opio Kwaja. I'm in Form 2 Yellow at Tarang'Anya High School. I would love to say that in this our generation today, students have phones. And according to the school rules, it is saying that a student should not have an electric gadget in school. So maybe after class prep, he can have it in dorm, and he might watch some pornographic porn. So if he might be caught by a teacher, he will be given a high penalty with the administration that he cannot have to pay it back. So when he will going back home to have that amount of money to bring to school so that he can stay in school back, he cannot have to get it. So that will lead him to just stay at home, not to come back in school. Yeah.
So your point is, if a student is caught with a phone, the punishment should be lenient so that that student continue remaining in school.
No. And I'm saying that a student should be guided at home, not to have them in school.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, I get your point. Thank you very much. I hope you are noting that, then you will respond appropriately. Another issue, so that one is an issue on phones. Let nobody again mention on phones. At the very back there.
Thank you for my name.
can you help this generation, those poor families?
You're noting that he's asking that when the breadwinner of the family dies and then a little girl is left behind, this girl is forced to look for an alternative so as to cater for the needs of the family. Thank you. Another very different point. Who are you there? You?
Yes, I'm Chris Gam from Tarang'Anya High School from 2 years. My point is, in our communities at home, we find that a boy did well in class 8 or in school, and coming to school fees, it gets so hard for him to join those higher levels of school.
So you're saying a student completes primary and then he is unable to advance to go to secondary because of poverty.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Another point. You here?
My name is Brian Gatio from Tugru, Tarang'Anya High School. For me, I see technology like it's working bad things has promoted to students to drop out of school. You see many musicians dance naked and they want to be like them. So that forces you to move out of school so that you can buy those clothes and dress like them, shave like them, and be even walk like they walk.
Thank you very much. So I think we can respond to the ones that have already been raised. Madam, which one would you respond to?
The one of a young girl who is left with a breadwinner, and she thinks that by engaging in sleeping with men and boys, that is how she can get the breadwinner. Or you going, maybe I believe you are concentrating. I believe that. So, or maybe even you as a young man, you take advantage of such a girl by sleeping with her so that you can be helping them. So first of all, if maybe somebody is in need, according to the book of James, you're supposed to do the work of God by helping them. Don't ask to sleep with them for you to help them. There will be no reward for you. So just go in to help, because what will take us to heaven is practicing a true religion whereby you take care of widows, those orphans, people in need by helping them, not taking advantage of them and sleeping with them, by giving them the food they need, the clothes, and then you keep yourself unspotted from the world. That means you stop sinning. You don't engage in sinful activities, and at the same time, you help such people that are disadvantaged in the society. That is the will of God for all of us. Now for the girls, or those who sleep with men so that they can earn a living, maybe we can speak to them that according again to the word of God, Haggai 2:8, silver and gold, it doesn't belong to men. Silver and gold belongs to God. It is God who is the giver, not men. Men are not givers. Even them, they are given by God. So we can, if somebody has such a problem, and there is a way you can, maybe through the church or through the place where you live, make your problem known. If we have such a gap, let your problem be known, and then such organizations like churches, and even through the neighbors, nowadays there are many ways in which such people are being helped. It's not like before. You have seen even over the television, there's a way some organizations, maybe companies, or even schools organize themselves and they reach out those who are in need in the society. So it is not something to be ashamed of. If somebody or a family is in need, or you identify such a girl, instead of sleeping with her, make her case known. Even the media people nowadays are helping a lot of families. I believe you have seen it. Even our people here and other media that we have, they are helping people. So when you identify, like those, they come and bring a case of a family that is so poor, maybe there's a child who has passed very well, Kenyans really contribute. And you find that such people are being helped through the right means, because when you engage in sleeping with men, you may not get pregnant. What about the STDs? When now you get HIV/AIDS, how many times will you be a breadwinner? You will die and you'll begin to be sick. So even, many people just talk of pregnancies, but remember there are TS, sexually transmitted diseases, very serious, like I've already quoted HIV. So they contract them and they will die very fast. So to remain healthy, if you spot somebody that is in need, voice even through our media. Voice it. You can speak on behalf of them. You may not have what they need, but if you can cause it to be known, help will come. People like help in genuine cases. That is what I can say.
Thank you very much, madam. And I think also we as adults, we as a society, we should be picking up these girls who are very, very vulnerable. We should not be looking at them and just leaving them alone. We are failing them in one way or another. So, Mr. Mekere, what would you like to respond to?
Oh, thank you, Madam Koima. I think there are two issues. Number one, let me go to Ombima's issue about what Madam has just said. They have some addition. You know, in Kenya, when we got independence in 1966, there were three issues that were to be handled. But first was ignorance. And ignorance is a very big disease, I can say, to fight. Many times, we fail to meet our objectives, our targets, because of ignorance. In Kenya right now, there is a social program that caters for the vulnerable. I'm surprised and shocked to hear that the breadwinners engage themselves in such activities. But the government of Kenya has set aside through social program some funds to cater for such families. And it is the duty of the society through the Ministry of Social Affairs to ensure that this message goes to every citizen of Kenya. Because such people are lacking the assistance because of ignorance. They don't know, they don't have anybody to inform them. Number two, we have a lot of assistance from different corners. Like we have these scholarships, of course. I know that they come with merits, but there is this important one, CDF. CDF should take care of such. And if there is nobody who can maybe direct these young ones that you need to be assisted for you need only to pass your exams and be taken to school through CDF program. We also have the governor's scholarship. We have the MCS. We have even the presidential something. I think like last year, a good number of students were catered for in that program. And so many financial institutions are offering also. We have churches. We have even this school last year, I think there is a boy who trekked for around 60 kilometers to come and look for to see the school that he was called to join, but he didn't have anything. And now I'm very much happy to say that he's proceeding well with his education here, Tarang'Anya Boys High School. So I think that is a role that such institutions should play. Number two, maybe I want to talk about the issue of there was something modeling, role modeling. I think it was just a repetition. It was just a repetition, and so we had even already talked about.
Yeah, we had talked about that. In details. Yeah. So maybe I can give Mr. a chance. Yeah.
So thank you for this opportunity. Let me start by introducing myself. I'm Mara Samuel Chacha, a teacher of English and Literature here at Tarang'Anya Boys. So I want to respond to this question which he asked on technology, and he was saying that at some point we watch some TV programs which may bring some contents which are not helpful to us, and we end up admiring those people
Maybe the musicians, you see some are dressing, they have some short clothes, some are even smoking and even taking some sorts of alcohol.
Yes.
So what I want to say about that is, one person who believes that we are a product of what we choose. So if you choose to be good, you become good. Then my question is, why will you choose to watch a bad content?
Yes.
For instance, if you tune on to a certain TV station and the content they are airing is not healthy, why will you keep on watching it? Why will you keep on listening to music which is forcing you to commit some sorts of crime? Why don't you change it? So, for instance, as for me, I have some songs which I don't listen to, and they have a large following from youth, and I'm a youth, but I choose not to listen to that sorts of music. Some may say they are good music, they are entertaining, but my question is, if I choose to listen to that sort of songs, then what do I stand to gain? We choose what we become. If you choose bad content, you become a bad person. At the end, go for something which you feel like you benefit from it. Okay? You don't just watch something because you must watch. No. You choose what you want to watch and listen to. That's the best way. Technology should not be there to disadvantage us. We can use technology to our advantage. We have some TV stations which are being used to educate us. For instance, we can learn. They air out some good programs like the one which we are in now, and the others we even have some teachers teaching. Why don't you choose such programs? Why don't you choose TV stations or radio stations which you can learn? We also have, as a teacher of English and literature, I do listen to some radio stations which air their programs using English as a language. So through that, I get to learn. I also learn. So why don't you go for something which you feel like it will build you? So we choose what we become. So if you go for something good, then you become a good person. If you choose the bad side of life, then everything will be a mess to you. Go for good things and we'll be good. And we all control these things using our mind. We are the bosses. So instruct your mind to go for positive things, then you live a positive life. But if you instruct your mind to go for negative things, then I have no doubt you may end up regretting in your life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sami. I like his sentiment so much. So our time is up. We are going to wrap up this program, and I'll do so by allowing students, one or two, just give a general view, just a general comment on what we are talking about. So who can wrap it well for us? Yeah, come in front here.
Yes. My name is Ben Davis from Tarang'Anya Boys, and first I'll say good evening to the visitors, viewers, and students. Good morning. Yes, my point is that I can say, according to this session that we have been having here, it is something that is good. And for me, I can say that to the students, anything, it is just for our benefit. And for us to be somehow good, we should do it this way. For us to make it successful in life, please don't make that decision that will make you fail in life. See on that person to follow so that your future may be bright. And in the Bible we find it that some people do read and you find it that it is written, enjoy your youth. And before you enjoy your youth, ask yourself, how am I going to enjoy this my youth? Okay? Don't see on how you want to enjoy this your youth, but you are going to enjoy it in a wrong way. Please don't do that. See on how to make your future better, so that even your parents back at home, even you yourself, you can enjoy from that. Okay? Sawa. Yes. And again, to the students, it is that for us to make a bright future in school, you as individuals, when you came into this school, you knew what you want to become in future. And for you to become whatever you needed to be is just a matter of working hard, making your future better. And to make that your future better, you should work hard, sit in class, and for instance, you should not just work hard alone, but work smart so that your future can be better. Okay? Yes. So I think that is the point that I can make, and the conclusion is that let us use all this that we've been taught here. We can make them in use in life so that our future may be better and well. Thank you for. Okay.
Thank you so much, Bear. So I think you've done it so well on behalf of you students. So I'll give to my guests a minute each to wrap up the program. We start with you, Mr. Kudu.
Okay, one thing I can say to conclude on my side is that be so good they can't ignore you. Okay? Be so good that they can't ignore you. One thing, work very smart, that your mark, your grade will attract people to your side. Okay? If you think that you are poor, if you work smart to get a grade, there is somebody somewhere who would like to touch your hand, to hold your hand, take it to university, saying that this student, I'm the one holding his hand because of your marks, okay? Another thing is that when you work smart, the root of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet, okay? So it's you to decide. If you start with the fruit, to be sweet, and end up with the bitter root, or you start with the root, which is bitter, and end with the sweet fruit in your life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam.
And my comment will be that education is tied to discipline. As we are saying, all that we are saying is about character. Because we have two things that make somebody to be great in life. We have the IQ, that is about academics. Then we have the emotional quotient, which is about now your character. And these are values. So let us inculcate in our spirit and in our life the correct values that they are like the base for success even in academics. So let us treasure the values, and if you look carefully, the values, that is respect, love, that unity, those values, responsibility, those are the values I'm talking about. Honesty, these values are actually the fruit of the spirit. If you go to Galatians chapter 5, you'll see that the requirements, when you have them, there's no way you cannot go. You'll go places. When you treasure the values and inculcate them in your life, even academically, you will shine. That is what I like to say.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ibiti.
Thank you. Mine is too short. Hey, boys. Mine is too short. In the book of Proverbs, chapter number 12, verse 11 says, discipline is too bitter for a while, but very beautiful and sweeter after all for those who will have been trained in it. For a while, discipline will be seen to be so bitter, but for a while after, however, it will give you fruits. So be patient. Mine is to tell you that I want to leave you with the 5-letter P's. How many letters? 5. Which letter? P. Hey boys, how many letters? 5-letter P's. The first P is proper. Can you say proper? Proper. Second P is preparation. Can you say preparation? Preparation. Third P, say prevent. Prevent. Fourth P, can you say poor? Poor. Fifth P, can you say performance? Performance. Okay, let us go on now. The first P was? Proper. Proper, prevention, prevent, poor, performance. 1, 2, 3. Proper, prevention, prevent, poor, performance. Okay, raise up your hands, raise up your one hand, and I want to see your fingers. Number 1, we start with 1. Proper, preparation, prevent, poor, performance. Madam, the fast learners and slower learners here. We start with this. Nataka hiyo kitu. Kuna time takers. We start with this finger. Proper, prevention, prevent, poor, performance. I want to raise up your hand. Proper, prevention, prevent, poor, performance. Are you getting it? Yes. Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you.
once again for this time. There is this novelist called Chinua Achebe. How many of you know that guy? Chinua Achebe. In his book, he said that a child whose hands are clean dines with the elders. A child whose hands are clean dines with the elders. Can you say that? A child whose hands are clean dines with the elders. Is that clear?
Yes.
So for you to go places, for you to even great principles like the one we have, for you to be great, for you to be everybody, anybody in this world, your hands, that is your character, must be clean. Are you getting me right?
Yes.
Can we say it once again? A child whose hands are clean dines with elders. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Makere. Mr. Sani, your parting shots?
Yeah, thank you. So as for me, I'll just want to say that I'll also want to quote Chinua Achebe. In one of his books, he says that the future belongs to those who believes in the beauty of their dreams. Now, my question is, do you have a dream?
Yes.
And if yes, do you believe in the beauty of that dream?
Yes.
Are you working towards achieving that dream?
Yes.
If you do, then I can say the future belongs to you. And also, remember, we are the products of what we feed our minds. What you feed grows, and what you starve die. Okay? Feed your mind with positive information, and then you live a positive life. Feed your mind with the negative information, then you will die. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my guests. Thank you, students, for your patience, and thank you, our viewer back at home, for being with us. This has been the Purple Love Elimu Talk Show, coming to you from Pure Africa TV. Pure Africa TV has given us a platform where we can talk about our teens. You can watch our programs via Facebook, that is Pure Africa TV, also via YouTube, Pure Africa TV, and Emma Koima of Pure Africa TV. So my parting shot would be, parents, teachers, everyone in the society, let us come in and assist our teens who are perishing because of so much immorality in the world. Otherwise, if we do not do that, we are preparing for a future that does not exist. This has been Purple Lab Enemy Talk Show. See you once again next week. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Alafu jemu